Hey guys, Bushcraft family back again. Oh, I don't know if you can see me over here. Hopefully you can. It's time to stake these bad boys up. The tomatoes are getting heavy, and yeah, it's that time. So I just got me some 1x2s that I had in the garage for ages. Sorry about the loud noise. Oh, we'll stick these in there like I have the other ones. And I'll show you what we did with that. Okay. I got these things at 6 feet. There we go. Set back in there. Then we have some regular old trout line. And I'm only going to have to do it once right now. But eventually, hopefully, it gets way up here. So what we're going to do, tie it here. So whatever knot you want to use. I'm not into different types of knots and all that stuff. I know some fancy knots, but I have no idea what the heck the names of them are. There's people that really get into their knots. Way into their knots. Here, get my knife out of here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this here. Hopefully I can get and show you guys trimming some suckers and stuff, because we've got a few of them. Okay, let's put that under there. Gotta try to make sure I don't take out a tomato leaves, because all these leaves are very important. Well, some of them are. Some of them are just suckers. Okay, we got the first one. Now, if you guys saw, I got these things from Temu, I think it is. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to fold them like that, and they're going to sit on the wire while they hold the tomato vine. Hopefully. We shall see. So, the first one here, try to bring the majority of the leaves up here. Be careful, because we have some tomatoes right there too. We don't want to mess some tomatoes up. Man, the vine is very big. Stick this, that one there, and let's put this one here. And it is set. That actually looks pretty good. And we'll end up going that to both sides as much as I can. You got this guy here. Let's do the same here. And I'll give you guys a close-up once I get done of how these will look. Oh wow, that actually works awesome. Get another one. See if I have this guy over here. I think he is fine though. I wonder if I can put it around. Nah, I'll be able to put it there. My hands smell like tomatoes now. which is not a bad smell. Let me tell you. Put this guy over here. Do the same here. There you go. What I could do, once it gets a little bit higher, bring that one in. But I think it looks good right there. Let me bring you guys into for a closer look here. Oh, get the leaf out of your way. Okay. You see the clip here? Clips right on there, holds that right in place. I mean, that'll work. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, here you see my cherry tomatoes that are in my buckets, as you can see. Now, see if I can get down in here really good. Okay, see, we have some leaves down here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, so I have this little clipper thing that I got from Temu too, and you just, boom, there you go. You don't want none of these leaves on the bottom. Anything that's going to touch the dirt, you don't want. So, and usually with my tomatoes, I don't bother with the suckers, or not my cherry tomatoes, that is. Oh man, I really like that little thing, even though you guys probably didn't see anything I just did. Okay, we have one right there. And it is one that is going to touch this little thing right here. Boop, boop, boop. That does a good job. Let me see if I can turn this just a tad. See if you guys can make that out. We have some stuff down in here. And this thing just works great. You don't want any leaves to touch your soil. So any leaves that you can clip off, you guys probably can't see anything I'm doing because it's so tight down in here. But I am going to clip off as much of these as I can. And we will move on. Now, for my cherry tomatoes, I don't worry about suckers because these things produce so much fruit. I really don't need to. If I was going to sell these or something, then I probably would. But you can get a better look over here, how I trimmed underneath of there so that nothing is touching the soil. Because that's where your bugs will come up and then you'll have nothing but trouble. Even though it'll be hard. Oh, look at here. We got a friend in the garden. That is what you want to see. You want to see them ladybugs. And you see down below here, we have a leaf right there. And we can just go snip and it's gone. Pick it up so it's not in there. Any of those that is touching. We got one over here. See if you can see it. Focus. And yes, I bought this little thing here for 49 cents from Temu. Awesome. And I got free shipping. It took longer, but it was free. Ugh. So let's go around and check out the garden, shall we? See if I can flip this around a little bit. We got our tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes. Sun Gold, I think they're called. And we have our peppers, which I already have a lot of peppers growing, even though the plant is not very high. So there's a pepper right there. And somebody likes their horn. Let's see if I get this closer. You can see it double pepper there. All over the place. We have peppers over here too. There's our big boys. They are growing so huge. And I don't know if you can make that out, but that's at least 4 feet tall right now. In some areas. Right there. That's about 4 feet. A little over 4 feet. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about my jalapenos. They're not doing so hot. I think I made a stunted their growth when brought them out and forgot them outside. Yeah. Even though it was in the 50s, they weren't used to it. Here's our next project here. We have to add more dirt. I like to add dirt as it grows. That way it gives us more area for our potatoes to grow. Here we have our yellow zucchini. These are doing pretty good. And this is right before I'm watering, so everything does look dry. And here we have our pole beans. They are still coming up. There's still some struggling, and they're coming up. This little guy just came up a couple days ago. Same with that one. But there are some big ones. And soon we will make a trellis for these guys. And we have our Roma tomatoes over here. About 3 feet tall. 2 feet tall. Somewhere in that area. And we have our Maconis peppers, and we have a struggler pepper. I'm not sure what is. Same thing with this little guy here. He wants to give it a try, so this may be I'm not sure what that's going to be. We'll have to see. It might be cherry tomato, it might not be. Hard to say. And as usual, the lemon balm, you can't control it. It goes crazy. Here we have our cucumbers, which is our next project that we'll be working on. That guy over there is okra. And unfortunately, the heat looks like it has gotten into this guy. So not sure how well this is going to do this year. You can see bits of it trying to come up. This is a Japanese cabbage. And these are watermelon radishes, which are not, they're growing at the top, but they're not growing at the bottom. So that'll be, it looks like we may have something digging over there by our fancy snake. But let's get on to our next project. Okay, as you can see, we put cross members up here, like so. Basically what we're doing is building a trellis, just like this. We'll wire these up as we go, all the way to the top. And where's my wire at? Oh, right here it is. And I just use this stuff. You can usually get it pretty cheaply. It's okay if it sticks out over the side a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. You twist. And you keep doing the same thing until you get to the top. It doesn't have to look pretty or anything. Just as long as it does its job, right? And we keep on working our way up until we get to the top. Just like this. You guys probably can't see that part, but I'll show you in a bit. And then we take our cucumber plant and we train it to climb. Like so. You guys can see that. Make sure you take it. We have little cucumbers there. And we take it and teach it to grab and make its way up. And then pretty soon we don't have to worry about it. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side over there. And I'll show you the end result when we get done. Okay guys, here it is. Hopefully you guys don't hear the music and I don't get hit with a copyright. But I might as well take that out. It's too low to matter now. Here you see where I've got it tied to this. This one I've got already trained. Well, he will be trained eventually. You can see where it's tied to here, and you can see back view of it. And I think I've got 2 plants over here. No, 3 plants on this side, and I've got 3 plants on that side. Or 2 plants, and possibly another one that's coming up from a past seed, I guess. Some of these are too small to work its way up yet. As you can see, this one is just now starting to put out its big leaves. Same with these ones over here. But as soon as they do, I will string them up to where they start, to where they can grab onto this. And eventually, hopefully, they get all the way up into here. But there you have it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. You didn't get to see too much, mostly the after effect of it. But, I mean, I got these bamboo stakes for tomatoes. I got them last year after garden season was over. I got 3 of them, 3 bundles for 99 cents, which is very cheap for bamboo. And I still have 3 sticks of bamboo left, so it ended up giving me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bamboo in each pack. So you can figure out the math. And I just looked over here, and I've already got a nice sized pepper growing right there. Didn't even see that. I went and took off the flowers the first time, so to give the plant time to grow, and I didn't even see that one. I don't know if I missed it or it just grew fast. I've already fertilized everything for the first time. I usually go a month unless it looks like it really needs it. You can see my onions here have where the heat has been getting to the tops of the onions. It is also a sign that there's a lack of nitrogen. I think it's nitrogen in the soil, which I went ahead and you can see where the darker line is here. That is where the fertilizer was. I dug it down a little bit so that both rows would get equal enough. One on that side and one on this side. So hopefully that kicks out of that. My potatoes are doing good. I can't argue with my potatoes. We'll go over here and I'll show you kind of the finished product. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that black cord going across there, but you can see it's being held up. Each time it starts growing, or as it grows, I'll add more cordage across the top. And as you can see, let's get down in there. There's one of those clips. It's holding it right there. I got to get this one when it gets just a tad bit more higher. I'll put that one over there. But there you have it, guys. That is how I'm doing my tomatoes this year. Because the cages that I had were really good cages that you can't find no more. They were 6 foot tall cages for one tomato, but I took them apart and rigged up a little system. But unfortunately, when the tree fell on them, yeah, pretty much ruined them. But there you go. And I will catch you guys on the next one. God bless.